In 2021, Shedeur Sanders was ranked the 26th best quarterback in his high school class. At the time, scouts questioned his arm strength, athleticism, and his competition level at his high school. People loved to claim his father boosted him up to be a better prospect than he really was. 4 years later, he's going to be a top 3 draft pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. There's no doubt, looking back, that scouts got it wrong. But who were the 25 quarterbacks ranked above Shedeur, and are any of them better? Number 1. Quinn Ewers. Ewers was a 5-star recruit and number 1 ranked player in the country despite position. As a sophomore in high school, he threw for 3,998 yards, 45 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions. As a senior, he received a perfect 1.0, 247 sports rating, which made him the first QB since Vince Young to get that. He committed to play with the Ohio State Buckeyes. That didn't last long, as Ewers transferred to the Texas Longhorns after his freshman season. In 2023, he threw for 3,479 yards, 22 touchdowns to 6 interceptions with a great 158.6 passer rating. He was the first amateur athlete to sign an NIL deal that was worth over $1 million. Today, he declined an $8 million transfer offer to declare for the 2025 NFL Draft. He's projected to be a round 2 to 3 pick. Number 2. Caleb Williams. We're all familiar with Caleb Williams. He committed to play his college ball at Oklahoma. As a true freshman, he put up insane numbers, throwing for 21 touchdowns to 4 interceptions in 7 games started. He then transferred to USC the following year. He really was just following head coach Lincoln Riley. In 2022, he threw for 4,537 yards, 42 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. He was widely regarded as a generational talent. The Chicago Bears drafted him with the first overall pick.
With the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams, quarterback, Southern California.
He was expected to have a great supporting cast with them, adding Keenan Allen and drafting Rome Odunze. But their offensive line was terrible. They couldn't protect Caleb Williams. Despite this, Caleb Williams threw for 3,542 yards, 20 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. He was sacked a league-high 68 times. We'll see if Caleb can take his game to the next level with new head coach Ben Johnson, who's an offensive guru. Number 3. Sam Huard. Sam Huard was a 5-star recruit from Washington. In total, in high school, he threw for 13,214 yards with 153 passing touchdowns. Sam decided to stay in state and play for the Washington Huskies. At first, he was the second-string quarterback, and then in his second season, Michael Penix Jr. transferred there. This left him no choice but to transfer. He transferred to Cal Poly to reunite with his high school coach. He had a pretty decent season there before transferring again to Utah. After not playing at all for Utah, he transferred to USC in 2025. Number 4. Brock Vandagriff. Brock was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. He decided to stay in state and play for Georgia. After 3 seasons of riding the bench at Georgia, where he did technically win back-to-back national championships, he transferred to Kentucky, where he had an underwhelming season. He threw for 1,593 yards, 10 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. On December 29th of 2024, he announced his retirement from football. Number 5. JJ McCarthy. JJ was a pure athlete growing up. He played hockey and football, where he even received a scholarship offer to play at Iowa State as an 8th grader. Coming out of high school, he was a 5-star recruit who wanted to play for the Ohio State Buckeyes. That was his favorite team growing up, but they decided to sign Kyle McCord instead of him. This got JJ so pissed off that he went to play for rival Michigan. In his final season at Michigan, he helped lead them to their first national championship victory since 1997. In that season, he threw for 2,991 yards, 22 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. In the 2024 NFL Draft, he was the 10th overall selection for the Minnesota Vikings.
With the 10th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select
JJ McCarthy,
quarterback, Michigan.
Entering his rookie season, he had to compete with Sam Darnold for the starting role. But after his great preseason game, where he threw for 2 touchdowns, he felt something was wrong and his knee needed season-ending surgery. We'll see if he gets to start for Minnesota next season. Number 6. Kyle McCord. Kyle was rated a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Funny enough, this is the guy who Ohio State took over JJ McCarthy. Kyle finally got to start for Ohio State in 2023, where he threw for 3,170 yards, 24 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. He entered the transfer portal after that season to play for Syracuse. Kyle actually played really well for them. In 2024, he threw for 4,779 yards, 34 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. He declared for the 2025 NFL Draft, where he's projected to be a late-round pick. Number 7. Ty Thompson. Ty was a 5-star recruit from Arizona who committed to play for the Oregon Ducks. After losing the competition for the starting job 2 seasons in a row, he decided to transfer to Tulane. But after a disappointing 2024, he played tight end for them in 2025. Number 8. Jake Garcia. Coming out of high school, Jake was a four-star recruit who committed to Miami. After not having much success through his freshman and sophomore year, he entered the transfer portal. In 2024 for East Carolina, he threw more interceptions than touchdowns. It's safe to say, ranking him above Sanders was a mistake. Number 9, Drake Maye. Drake Maye was a four-star recruit coming out of high school. He decided to stay in-state and play for North Carolina. His 2022 season was truly his most impressive one, where he threw for 4,321 yards, 38 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Going into the 2024 NFL Draft, Drake was an intriguing prospect due to his height, arm talent, and mobility. He was selected 3rd overall to the New England Patriots. Throughout his rookie campaign, he showed flashes of brilliance despite being on a poor Patriots offense. They brought in a new head coach and have the most cap space in the NFL. Hopefully we can see Drake reach his full potential. Number 10, Jackson Dart. Dart was a four-star recruit out of high school and committed to play for USC. But just after a season there, Lincoln Riley was hired to be their new head coach, and Caleb Williams was following him there. So Dart transferred to Ole Miss. In his final season at Ole Miss, he threw for 4,279 yards, 29 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. He declared for the 2025 NFL Draft and is expected to be a second-round pick. Number 11, Tyler Buckner. Tyler was a four-star recruit out of high school and committed to play for Notre Dame. Things didn't work out for him there, and he transferred to Alabama in 2023, where he was a backup to Jalen Milroe. After that season, he transferred back to Notre Dame to play lacrosse and walked on as a wide receiver too. Number 12, Miller Moss. Miller was a four-star recruit and committed to USC. He redshirted his freshman year and then was a backup quarterback to Caleb Williams the next 2 years. On December 14, 2024, he transferred to Louisville. Number 13, Jalen Milroe. Jalen was a four-star recruit from Texas who at first committed to play for Texas. He changed his mind and went to Alabama. He redshirted his freshman season and then was a backup in his true freshman season. In 2023, he got to start all season and put up good numbers. In 2024, he took a step back and critics didn't like his ability to be a passer. Milroe's athletic ability and arm talent can be interesting for an NFL team out there. He's projected to be a day 2 pick. Number 14, Garrett Newsmere. Garrett was a four-star recruit who committed to play for the LSU Tigers. After not playing in his first 3 seasons there, in 2024, he threw for 4,043 yards, 29 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. Garrett looked pretty good and is staying in school for another year. Number 15, Preston Stone. Preston was a four-star recruit from Dallas, Texas who committed to play for SMU. He had actually a good 2023 season, but then got hurt and was benched for the following season. Today, he transferred to Northwestern University. Number 16, Sawyer Robertson. Robertson was a four-star recruit from Texas who committed to Mississippi State. Unfortunately, he received very little playtime and transferred in 2023 to Baylor. In 2024, he threw for 2,626 yards, 16 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Robertson still has 2 years left of eligibility. Number 17, Caden Salter. Caden was a four-star recruit and committed to play at Tennessee, but after he was arrested, Tennessee decided to dismiss him from the football program. He then transferred to play for Liberty, which is a smaller program. In 2023, he threw for 2,876 yards, 40 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. On December 18th of 2024, he transferred to the Colorado Buffaloes, where he plans to start next season. Number 18, Carlos Del Rio Wilson. Carlos was a four-star recruit from Georgia who committed to Florida. He then transferred to Syracuse and has barely played much college football. We'll see what the future holds for him. Number 19, Behren Morton. Morton was a four-star recruit out of high school and committed to Texas Tech. He's one of the few quarterbacks on here that has stayed at one school. In 2024, he threw for 3,335 yards, 27 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. Number 20, Eli Stowers. Eli was a four-star recruit from Texas who committed to play at Texas A&M. In his first 2 years there, he didn't play much and was a backup. He transferred to New Mexico State University, where he played quarterback and tight end. After just an okay season, he transferred to Vanderbilt. Number 21, Luke Altmaier. Luke committed to play at Ole Miss. After not having much playing time, he transferred to Illinois, where he had a full season of starting in 2024. He threw for 2,717 yards, 22 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. Number 22, Jake Rubley. Jake committed to play for the Kansas State Wildcats, where he only lasted 2 years before entering the transfer portal. He ended up transferring to Illinois State, where he was still a backup. He still has 2 more years of eligibility remaining. Number 23, Gavin Wimsatt. Gavin committed to play for Rutgers, where he spent 3 years before transferring to Kentucky. Gavin is from Kentucky, so he went back home. After not much success there either, he transferred to Jacksonville State this year. Number 24, Donovan McCulley. Donovan stayed home and committed to play at Indiana. In 2021, he was quarterback, but in 2022, he decided it was best for him to switch positions and play wide receiver. He's been pretty decent at the wide receiver position and entered the transfer portal. Donovan joined Michigan this year. Number 25, Demetrius Davis Jr. Demetrius committed to play for the Auburn Tigers. He's an undersized quarterback at 5 foot 10 inches, but he has a stout build. In 2022, he transferred to Alabama State University. After 2 seasons there, he transferred to UTSA. Number 26. Finally, Shedeur is mentioned in the video. Yes, he was ranked 26th best quarterback in the country coming out of high school. He was a 4-star recruit who committed to play at Jackson State to join his legendary father, Shedeur Sanders, who was the head coach. As a freshman, he passed for 3,231 yards, 30 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. After an outstanding sophomore season where he threw for 40 touchdowns, he entered the transfer portal to join his father, Shedeur, at Colorado. In 2024, he threw for 4,134 yards, 37 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. Today, he's declared for the 2025 NFL Draft and is expected to be a top 3 draft pick. It's safe to say the scouts got it wrong with Shedeur. For more of the best content on YouTube, subscribe and click on the video on the screen.